The new season has arrived and some people just don't get it. They'll never experience the absolute scenes of a last-minute winner.
Never understand the importance of bragging rights over a rival or know the thrill of bouncing back from defeat.
Being a football fan is a rollercoaster ride of emotions, but we wouldn't have it any other way. There is nothing quite like it.
Sky Bet is not for everyone, it's for the fans. 18 plus, T's and C's apply. Gambleaware.org.
Talking about Daniel Levy, let's move on. We'll talk about his top 10 best and worst signings. I'm sure this is something that Flav will love to get into.
Yeah, of course.
So we've been voting as the club.
Yeah.
We all put our votes in. We all selected who were in our signing. So we'll do the worst first. Number 10, Sergei Rebrov.
Sergei Rebrov was brought in with, he was partner Shevchenko for
Dynamo Kiev.
Dynamo Kiev, sorry. And
You say Rosenborg?
I was going to say Rosenborg. I don't know where that came from.
Part of Europe, isn't it?
None of them are Norwegian.
I don't know where that come from. So it made sense, but it was very clear when he arrived that we got the worst one out of the two, for sure.
Right, number 9, Vlad Kirikez, big Romanian centre-back with the Gareth Bale money you brought in.
Yeah, absolutely terrible. Woeful defender, completely out of his depth.
Number 8, Brian Hill.
Brian Hill, just useless. I mean, £25 million spent on him, just too small for the league.
One I found hilarious, Lo Celso. Didn't you break your transfer
Number
record
7.
on him? They broke
40 million
They
quid.
broke their transfer record twice in that same summer.
And not a bad footballer, by the way.
Ndombele and Lo Celso.
Yeah, and Lo Celso, I still believe is a really good footballer, and I just wanted him to work for Spurs, but it never did. Could never stay fit, and when he was having opportunities in early Postecoglou era, he just couldn't stay on the pitch. But big monies at the time. We broke 2 transfer moves. Yeah, no.
Number 6, Aurelio Gomez.
Oh, I love him.
I love him.
I love him.
He's made it on the
What
list.
a moment for Frank Lampard. Well, mate, they were going to beat us at Stamford Bridge, and he just didn't allow it.
What, in the league? Yeah.
He just didn't allow it.
He had some
Mate,
big
it was
errors
an
in it.
amazing error. Went straight. Lampard shot from about 40 yards. Went straight through.
But I think it's harsh he's number 6 because I feel there were players that didn't even either play or he had some decent games here and there for Spurs, I remember.
We signed him because he knocked us out single-handedly against PSV, and then he arrived, and you're like, this guy's he's very average.
Number 5, Paulinho.
Yeah, when you think you're getting a Brazilian player just because he's from Brazil, don't mean it. That's how I learnt that lesson. It was sort of chaotic in his approach, just useless basically, and went on to play for Barcelona somehow. But
Yeah. He went to the Chinese league.
Number 4, Steven Bergwijn.
Oh, he was dreadful.
Mate, he was at Ajax, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
everyone wanted.
He was in that
really.
doc,
He scored
wasn't
a
he? The
big
Amazon
goal. He scored a
documentary.
big goal for Tottenham against Leicester, I think.
2 goals in 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Scotty
that's
came off
right,
the bench.
yeah.
Can I just say this isn't just before I didn't agree.
We
with
all kind of voted on this.
No,
and-
we
and-
voted. This
right.
is a.
I wouldn't have him nearly as far down as this. I think he was better than that.
I thought he was worse.
I mean, we've had much worse players than Steven Bergwijn.
But what he was meant to be as well. The expectation level.
Yeah, but he had a 23 million punt from Eredivisie.
But at joint number 1, we've got Robert Soldado, Ndombele, and Vincent Janssen.
And Ndombele was a bad one, wasn't it? Because they were complaining about not
expectation.
spending money.
He was their transfer record.
and then they get this guy who
He was running around the park in COVID with Mourinho.
Yeah.
Running around the
so,
cones.
So he's and Ndombele was signed on a 5-year contract, 200 grand a week. It had a 6-month spell where you thought this guy could be something, and then just got sort of really fat. And then he won the league, and he won the league for Galatasaray, and then he won the league for Napoli, and then came back to Spurs and just did nothing.
He was amazing against us. It might be one of those where you watched it against Man City in the Champions League for Leon.
Yeah,
when
that's
Sterling
true.
was the open net.
Soldado was effectively the third. Soldado was
Oh,
effectively
God.
He was awful.
He was the third
He was
best.
hilarious.
This is why stats don't mean anything, right? All these nerds, these stats that come up.
Nerds.
Yeah, these dorks out there, right? Soldado was effectively the third most lethal striker in Europe behind Messi and Ronaldo.
Mate, do you know what I'm just thinking there? The Soldado miss in Europe. The little toe pump wide. Do you remember?
It's, Fiorentina, I think.
Oh, my God.
If you had to go 3-2-1 on these, what order are you putting them in?
Soldado, Ndombele, Vincent Janssen.
So Vince Janssen, it might be the worst footballer I've ever seen in the history of football. But in terms of the cost and implication, Ndombele's the worst signing.
Do you remember Matt Janssen?
Yeah, of course, he was
Yeah,
decent.
Matt
Blackburn.
Janssen,
Yeah, for Blackburn, he was decent.
I remember Matt Young.
He's
Is there anyone
England.
that we've not mentioned at all that you'd throw in there?
Davinson Sanchez, for me, is a personal one. We bought him in, I think it was like 2016, for £40 million from Ajax. So that was a special...
David Bentley, I'm seeing a lot of that on Twitter about David Bentley being one of his
What a
worst
hat trick
signings.
against
I'm like,
United. That was for
Nice.
Blackburn, though,
Scored
wasn't
against
it?
Arsenal,
it
didn't he? That beautiful goal.
Emerson Royale.
Emerson
was a
Royale
shout.
stinky,
I
wasn't
thought
he?
David Bentley was a beautiful footballer.
Yeah.
I thought that he was going to have a career. I thought Tottenham was a perfect move for him. Such a good player.
The goal against Arsenal means he can't be on the
About
short list.
40
surely.
yards.
He's
Exactly.
sold footballers' wives, though, isn't he, David Bentley?
Yeah.
He's proper.
go karting with him
he's
at
like the
Spurs Stadium.
star.
No,
of-
hold
Did he
on,
beat you?
go karting
Did he
with him.
beat you?
Yeah.
Was he good?
Everyone beat me except Carlton
No,
Cole.
apart from who?
Carlton Cole.
I heard that story last time I was on. It's
I keep
fantastic.
saying it.
It's great. No, but I don't have anything against David Bentley at all. I think he fell out with Harry Redknapp, and that was the end of his Spurs career.
So what about the best? If we do the best,
Musa Sissoko should not be on that list. By the way,
You
he's
didn't get on the
single-handedly.
list.
No one voted for him.
I'm just saying.
He was on the selection.
He was on
but
the
no
short
one
list.
I
voted
just
for
want to
him.
make this point. He was absolutely essential in getting to the Champions League, and actually, the fact that he's even on this,
He did a job. He was a clunky footballer, but he did a job.
Have a go at producer Alpha if you want.
Did have a go at him last night. I rang him up. I went, Alpha, what are you playing at? Why is he doing on the list?
Should we start with the top 10 best? We're going to start with number 10, Van der
oh,
Vaart.
he should be higher.
Oh,
He should be higher.
came from Hamburg,
Do you
right?
know, do you know Van der
He came
Vaart?
from
is-
Real Madrid.
Oh, Real
He
Madrid.
played for Hamburg later on. It was Ajax to Real Madrid to Tottenham.
Oh, what a baller.
Yeah, unreal. I'm not sure if he would make it in this modern era, but he was an artist.
Oh, mate, he would make it.
Do you feel a bit
He was
little
brilliant.
podgy? A little bit podgy?
Needs-
Yeah, but it didn't matter. If you can be a little pudgy fuck and still that good at football, you were gonna rip it up.
Mate, and he hated Arsenal.
I love his punditry.
Mate, he's
so
brilliant.
good.
He don't rate
Oh, he's
nobody.
nasty.
He don't rate
Nasty.
nobody.
But that's how it should be.
Mate,
That's how it should
have you heard him speak about Haaland?
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
I don't even recognise him as a footballer.
Yeah,
I
no.
kind of get it. I understand it, especially the Dutch perspective as well. He was
And
a
he
beautiful
helped you
footballer.
get into the Champions League as well, didn't he?
Yeah, and
He was wicked.
He was massive. It was him and Peter Crouch up top. We had a really good side that year with Gareth Bale marauding down the left-hand side.
Modric.
We played the champion. It was Inter Milan who was defending European champions.
Oh yeah, when you got beat and you sing about it.
Actually, we beat them 3-1 at White Hart Lane.
You got beat 3-0
Shut
away.
up.
You got beat 4-3 away, and it's like one of your greatest
That's not
nights.
the game I'm
one of
talking
your greatest
about. I'm
nights
talking
ever.
about the one we won.
Different game.
Talking about the one we won.
Still.
Let's
Yeah,
go
get
for
an excuse
number.
to bring it
Should we
up.
do number 9, Christian Eriksen?
I felt like this one could have been higher as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely. He was one of the only ones that actually we spent money on after the Gareth Bale money, and actually had a really good.
Yeah, that
He was
season.
so highly sought after as well when he left Ajax. Like
Yeah.
everybody wanted a piece of him.
We had a little bit about us, didn't we? Have a bit of money, so we could convince him to come. But yeah, he was class. You know, proved to be better than Ozil, which was important at the time. So that's a fact.
Hugo Lloris came in at number 8. I think this is generous. I thought he was rubbish.
I agree. I
thought he was rubbish.
I agree.
thought he was
Sorry,
always-
Great
winning
for them,
World Cup
though.
rubbish,
He was
is
their
it?
captain. He was,
Yeah, but he was
ever
wrongly.
present. He was,
Mate, he's one of those players where he gets away with everything because he won a World Cup.
He's like De Gea, isn't he?
do you
He's a little bit like De Gea.
Years ago, right, in that show that was on, remember when we were young, They Think It's All Over?
Yeah.
Frank LeBouf was on this show as a guest, and whatever they said to him, he basically went, I won the World Cup.
Yeah, he did.
No matter what.
Yeah.
Greatest
I
achievement.
think that Hugo Lloris has adopted that copybook.
Yeah.
Whatever you say about Lloris, people go, he won the World Cup. Like, hang on, yeah, okay, he did, but he was crap goalie, right? No, crap for Tottenham. Week in,
He had
week out.
Kante ahead of him. He had a great back four ahead of him.
Hugo
on.
Lloris
Varane.
was an impeccable goalkeeper.
He wasn't.
He was.
He was never world
He
class.
was never, ever, ever close to being one of the best goalkeepers in this league. Ever.
He's not better than Paul Robinson.
He is.
He's not better than Paul Robinson.
In what
There
era?
was one stage where Spurs' defence was arguably the best when they had Vertonghen and Alderweireld, and he was a
And he
big
still
part
made
of that.
clangers.
In what era?
Still
No,
makes
look,
Hugo
Lloris
Carl
was
Walker ahead of him. Carl Walker.
Pochettino era.
What year was Hugo Lloris the best goalkeeper in the Premier League?
Never.
I know he became
Never.
a little bit
Literally
shit
never.
towards the end, but he was good.
Literally
for a
never.
long
This is
time.
we know when people like message me and going, how do you sit next to Rory and listen to his comments?
But what year though?
What
Seriously.
year? Tell me the
Seriously.
year
I would
that
say
Hugo Lloris was the best
2016,
goalkeeper in the
what,
Premier
I
League.
Courtois
would
was
say
at
from
Chelsea.
2015 through
Courtois
to
was at Chelsea.
19, he was
No,
consistently
Schmeichel,
brilliant.
Leicester City. Schmeichel won the Premier League title. He was better.
I'm not saying this isn't a conversation about who's the
Cash
best goalkeeper
Schmeichel
in
is
the
a
league.
better keeper than Hugo Lloris.
He is.
Courtois, he is.
Definitely is.
100%. Definitely is.
You wouldn't know what a good keeper is if he hit
Yeah,
you
you
in the
ain't
face.
seen a good goalkeeper for 25 years.
What?
Not even lying. Paul Robinson's better than Hugo Lloris.
Robinson is better than
Hugo Lloris.
What are
Shea
we
Given's
doing?
better.
It's clearly evident you
Gibbons
haven't
is
watched
better
him.
than
I watch Hugo
Yes,
Lloris every week.
No,
Every
you-
time we played against you, he was picking the ball out his net 100 times.
Towards the end of his Spurs career, he was shocking.
Yeah,
But
at the
there was
end
a
of his
long time where he was one of the most reliable
Lloris was
keepers
better
in
than
the
David De
league.
Gea, though, that's for sure.
Booth, you just keep making yourself look stupid.
Lloris was never the best goalkeeper in the Premier League, though.
Look, there was an
No,
argument.
but there was you had your Edisons, your Allisons, and all that. Like, they were very good goalkeepers.
Exactly. Courtois was at Chelsea. Cech was at Arsenal.
But Lloris was one of the best about. For a
he
bit.
was.
He was never the best.
Never.
Maybe, maybe top
none
five.
of us have said the best. No,
Flav
stop
did,
saying
Flav
the
did.
best.
We also all voted on this, and he's somehow on the list.
Paul Robinson's
I
better.
didn't vote for him.
Where's Paul Robinson?
Paul Robinson is nowhere
weren't signed
near
by
a goal.
Levy.
He wasn't, and also with nowhere near as good as Hugo
nowhere
Lloris.
near. Number 7, Jan Vertonghen.
Cool.
Number 6, Alderweireld. I feel like we could do
ball.
those two together.
Alderweireld and Vertonghen. Yeah, to be fair, that's the best centre back pairing I've seen at Tottenham.
Who's the better player though out of the two?
Well, they're
Alderweireld.
completely different. You know, like you need, Gabriel and Saliba. Are different. You need each other.
Terry Carvalho maybe.
Yeah. It's sort of Vertonghen was more sort of
Silky.
silky and sort of
Left-footed.
glided and just didn't play football like a normal centre back. And Alderweireld was
Both
just
from Ajax.
sensational. Both
They made that up.
they both played at Ajax. Alderweireld was signed from Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
He'd remember he spent at
yeah.
Southampton. But what you got to think about is in terms of the best signings, if Vertonghen was signed for 12 million, Alderweireld was signed for 11 million pounds. Moussa Dembele was who's the next.
Who's number 5th?
It's the fifth
number
one.
5 even.
It's 12 million, and this is what Levy's was amazing at, and this is what he kind of relied upon in later years when he was starting to fail as a chairman, was the fact that this model of buying young, talented, and sort of perhaps players that needed development just didn't work anymore. So Moussa Dembele for 12 million pounds, like one behind Luka Modric, probably the best midfielder I've seen at Tottenham.
He was probably one of the best at Tottenham, but people have gone mad about it.
He's so overrated. It's disgusting.
overrated.
It's actually disgusting.
So-
Makes me
so-
sick. Makes me sick.
I know this
So
show's all
overrated.
about having opinions, but when you've got professional footballers who played the game who are all saying it,
Now, you know what I think it is?
But
Fab? It's the thing of Dembele was so underrated. Like, it's become like a thing now where
like a meme.
it's gone too far.
Yeah, streets won't forget kind
But
of thing. It's just like-
doesn't matter whether you.
He was all
He's a
right.
very good
I never
player.
remember being bothered by Dembele when we were beating you like twice, 3 times a season. I never really remember thinking Dembele could nullify.
He was
us
never
today.
world-class,
I
was
just
he?
remember,
I remember
going
a
to
couple-
Tottenham thinking we'd beat them. Dembele
Yeah,
or
he
no
was never
Dembele.
world class.
When Dembele was in his pomp, we destroyed Chelsea at
Not many people are
at
world
Wembley.
class, though. It feels
Destroyed
unfair. Carl Walker. We said that, number 4.
He's got to be higher, surely.
We haven't seen who's 3, 2, and 1.
Yeah, that's a good point. From Sheffield United, quite a
Again,
cheap deal.
in terms of impeccable business by Daniel Levy at the time, buying him from Sheffield Wednesday.
How old was he when you
United.
signed him?
Sheffield
Like
United.
18, 19?
Yeah, like
You signed
19.
2.
Carl Norton.
Norton, and I thought he was going to be the better one.
Everyone did.
Yeah.
And then he started playing. You're like, who is this kid? He's rapid.
And you sold him for 50 million quid, by the way. That's mad profit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when Carl Walker made his debut at Spurs, he went to QPR and I think he went to Villa. Anyway, we're watching Spurs, we're like, look at him go. Look, wow, he is quality. And then obviously him and Danny Rose made the best fullback partnership.
Whatever happened to Carl Norton?
He just
He
runs
went back to
Spurs,
Sheffield United, didn't he? I
He wasn't
I
very
think he went back on
He
loan.
definitely was back at Sheffield United at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Number 3,
Yeah, go on.
Heung-min Son.
I would argue that Heung-min Son's number 1. But yeah, we can't. I mean, we've spoken enough about Heung-min Son over the last 4 or 5 weeks. He's a legend at Tottenham. If there was a Mount Rushmore created, then he would definitely be
Can
on
I
that.
say something about Son? You've got money back for him, which is incredible.
Yeah, £20 million.
It's absurd. So
Well,
they've
it
got
cost
money
20
back for Son at his point of his career.
It
It's
cost
crazy.
22 million. Again, great example, great business. 22 million pound, and then we sell him 10 years down the line after winning the Europa League.
It's the most expensive transfer in MLS history, isn't it? Son. I'm pretty sure it's the most expensive signing ever.
Feels right.
So that's great business.
And joint number 1 is Gareth Bale and Luka Modric. We can't separate them. I could, but we can't.
Would you? How
Well,
would
Luka's
you?
number 1.
I'd say Luka Modric.
Gareth Bale cost £5 million. Luka Modric cost about 12.
Luka Modric almost redefined the Premier League though at Tottenham.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he the most decorated
At the
player
start,
in
he
Real
was a
Madrid
bit-
history, and it started at Spurs. It started at Zagreb.
Is he really? Is he the most decorated player in Real Madrid history?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mad, isn't it? I mean, Luka Modric is the best footballer I've seen at Tottenham in
He's
that
an
short
amazing
period.
player.
Most
We tried
effective.
to sign him. Daniel
was
Levy
the-
did very well here actually.
Yeah.
He didn't. He just wouldn't sell him to us. And Modric went on strike to try and sign for us.
He did a lot. I don't think it went that far.
He didn't play the first
He was
couple of games.
definitely because Harry Kane went on strike and Modric went on strike and a load of players at Spurs
Carrick
went on
spoke
strike.
about that recently, about Daniel Levy just being hard work to get
Who
used
spoke?
to.
So
Carrick, he was like saying, like, during my summer, all I did was be on the phone to Levy going, please accept United. Bit like,
yeah.
Really?
like, what are we doing here? Like, just do
So
it.
part of the problem, one of the criticisms of him,
Carrick could be on this list.
Who?
Great
He
signing.
did, they
for
didn't have
Tottenham.
they had him for like maybe
18 months.
too short of a time to really
Right.
Can
impact
I
it.
a good shout.
just quickly, one of the criticisms of Daniel Levy as well from other other chairmen dealing with him was impossible, but we missed out on signing players because they genuinely believe that getting out of the football club would have been really difficult.
Yeah.
Which you can understand if you got
Well, it was.
yeah.
Well,
Look, Harry Kane, we
there's been
didn't.
so many transfers where they've been done for Spurs, and then it's always gone Chelsea, gone Liverpool.
Willian, you got Eze.
Eze.
Yeah, Grealish went eventually was supposed to be signed and then didn't. But
No, there's a famous one as well that they always talk about Tottenham.
Eden Hazard.
Yeah, Hazard.
Eden Hazard was in the room with Harry Redknapp. He was signed.
It's crazy, isn't it?
We wouldn't pay the money.